My game is a search and find game that takes place in a mansion. To win the game, you need to find 5 objects so you can leave the mansion. Make the game a mansion because I thought it would be an interesting and creepy location. It's big and it seems like a very lonely place. I tried to dim the lights to enhance the creepy atmosphere. I also made the skylight look like night, although this helped give a creepy atmosphere. I also tried to add a lot of windows to the scene so the player could see the dark atmosphere outside from the inside. I made the mansion have a couple different rooms: a living room space, a dining room, a study space, a twin room, and a master bedroom. I also made the decision of putting one object in each of the areas. For the living room space, I took inspiration from old mansion living rooms. I decided to have a large fireplace, a sofa, chairs, and some old looking carpet. I also wanted the sofa to have an old looking pattern to it. The dining room space became very simple, but I put some plates on the table to make sure it looked like a dining room and a big open window to the side to give it a little bit more of an atmosphere from the outside. For this study, I was inspired by big libraries and tried to do some of the same but on a smaller scale. I made a small staircase for the shelf and a simple piano to give some elegance to the room. I also found a very nice roof tile pattern that I put on and some nice texture for the walls. I decided to give the room some more shape for it to look interesting. For the beds in the scene, I gave the bedding an old looking pattern too. It's made the place look older and gave it a little bit more character. I also made the master bedroom have a different shape to make it look more interesting and important. I also added a red carpet to both the upper floor, the main floor, and the stairs. I did this because a lot of the mansion looked very empty, but it helped break up the floor more and added a feeling of someone rich and important living in the house. I created 2 sets of doors for the level using blueprints. The first door type automatically opens up when the player gets close. The second door type is the main entrance door, which you have to have collected all the 5 objects to use. For this door, the player has to press the E key to interact. The objects you are going to collect are simply a colored cube which I created as a pickup item using blueprints. For this, I also added a counter to tell the player how many objects they had found. I tried to place the objects on places in the rooms that were not too visible so that the player had to look a little for them. The start menu is a simple design with the mansion as its main focus so to tell the player where the game takes place. In conclusion, I made a mansion level where you have to find 5 objects to get out.